Hi, welcome to our presentation of HealthPoint Plus. What do we have? One looks like a telehealth session, the other looks like a pizza. What do they have in common? Well, one is subscription-based, unlimited, convenient telehealth and other benefits for a family of 5 dependents, and the other is a pizza. But the cost for both is roughly the same. The contents we're going to cover: flawed starts in healthcare, the empire, the hostages, the rebellion solution, the market, the opportunity, the strategy, and the timing. Flawed starts in healthcare. It's insurance funded. So you know when you get into a little fender bender and you go to the automechanical body shop and they say, here's the cash price, here's the insurance price, do you really want the headache of having a premium go up? Well, the same thing happens when you go get healthcare. The premiums go up. The employees and employers suffer this, and every year they go up and up and up. There's a reason for that. One is because there's no consumerism. We don't know what the procedures will cost, because there's no menu to check out how much an MRI or non-invasive repetitive procedure is going to be. You think there would be, and there might be published prices in the future, but for now, that's not the case. Customer service? What's that? It's archaic. The office is closed. Please call back Monday morning during business hours to schedule an appointment. How's next Wednesday? Well, I'm dying now, so not so convenient. The first empire forces, insurance carriers. As claims accrue, premiums will be based on those claims plus profit. And it's not a little profit, it's a lot. Due to Obamacare, it's 15 to 20% as a fixed amount. So the higher the claims cost, the more the 15 to 20% cost. So you can imagine what happens in year 3, 4, and 5. And that's why your premiums go up every year. The larger the claim cost, the larger the 15 to 20% yields. There's no incentive to keep claim costs low. In fact, there's the opposite incentive. Keep them as high as possible to maximize profit. Empire forces, hospitals, and pharma. The top average hospital CEO salaries are around $13.3 million. The top average health insurance CEO, $27.5 million. Top average US pharma CEO, $39.3 million. Where do I sign up? Another empire force, government. So, how does the government get involved? They work with insurance companies and pharmaceutical agents in collecting a percentage of the revenue or premium revenue. State regulators bank that revenue as a fixed percentage generally, so the higher the medical cost, the higher the premium, the higher the regulators' fixed fee revenues are. Congress and elected officials receive obscene funding from healthcare organizations through PACs. Who are the hostages? Patients, number 1. Here's our princess patient. She doesn't know the procedure prices in advance, she's shocked when she receives a bill, ends up avoiding care, and drops coverage because she doesn't want to pay for it. Other hostages are employer groups. Here's Rebel Alliance Inc. held hostage. For them, prices always go up. It's an immutable law of health insurance. They're forced to offer plans with high deductibles and premiums. Employees end up foregoing care due to out-of-pocket expenses, stay sick, and spread illnesses. The Rebel solution, introducing Dr. Convenient to the rescue. Telehealth, no insurance needed. It's absurdly affordable, averaging $15 per family of dependents per month. It's highly convenient, right from your phone, wherever, whenever. How it works. Patient decides she needs care. She opens the app and starts a session. A care provider responds and a session is initiated. Symptoms are checked and discussed. There's a diagnosis, then a care plan is made or reviewed, and/or prescription is sent if medically necessary. So, what's the opportunity? Large distribution opportunities are in motion. Press releases will follow after the quiet period. The industry is about to explode and go mainstream. Right now is like getting on board Amazon when people were still hesitant to buy things online. Shares are discounted, as you'll see in the private placement memorandum. There is one publicly traded telehealth stock, Teladoc. They opened at $28 and have been trading as of February 2019 in the $60 to $70 range. They don't offer monthly subscriptions, they don't offer a retail solution. You can only get it as an employee benefit, and they are inclined to have perverse incentives because it's insurance funded. There's an excerpt of our private placement. You can click on that link, and if you can't, we'll send it to you. Enterprise distribution, we have a top-down approach. Benefits software has hundreds of organizations that sell benefits to employer groups or benefits brokers or third-party health insurers. Then we get to the employer groups instead of us trying to pick them off one at a time because there are literally thousands of them. Let's break this down a little bit. We have a relationship with one of the largest self-insured software platforms. They're 35 years old, they're the most pervasive, they have the most distribution. We're going to be integrating into the drop-down menus, and the goal is to enable subscription funding from HRA, HSA, and FSA accounts, giving us exposure to roughly 3.3 million lives, speaking to 300 broker groups. The middle guys here, the self-insured plan providers, they don't have the perverse incentives to drive up the cost of care. They have just the opposite incentive. They want to drive it down because they get a per member per month fee. If it's $3 to $5 per employee or member per month, if the health claim costs are down, or there are no claims, great. If there are claims or even increased claims, oh well. The cost is still the same $3 to $5 per member per month with no perverse incentives to drive costs up. They want to drive costs down, so employer groups say, great, we're going to renew with you and refer you to our mates. And we will get to the employer groups. Wendy's of Spokane sought us out. They're a 35 location franchise that want to march us around to sign up their employees. A fuel trucking group wants us to speak at a 250-person trade event. Trucking is a great industry for us to get into. They're mobile, they're bound to logistical challenges beyond their control, and they need a convenient opportunity. Restaurants and hotel services groups, as well as direct marketing to employer groups on an individual basis. Consumer distribution. 28 million part-time employees, 44 million uninsured. They're desperate for care, they're cost-conscious, they're tech-savvy, and they're on social media constantly. In fact, that's how we're going to get them. We don't buy expensive TV ads or print ads, we're going to get them in their pocket by getting in front of their social media feeds. We're doing cost-per-acquisition campaigns where we pay people a bounty to deliver a customer. Second way we're doing that is digital marketing like email, display ads, etc. In either scenario, the goal is to spend as little upfront as possible on the marketing. The strategy. Build out our unique social fitness app. The goal is to give people some sort of a currency that they earn for exercise. They have steps, they use them to get health points, and they can use health points on an online marketplace. We need to build all this stuff out. It's somewhat rudimentary now, and we want to have a nice fit and finish. That's where a lot of the funds are going to go. Benefits software integration. We're also going to need some bodies and resources there. Marketing as mentioned, and scaling. 3 months is IPO, 6 months is app dev, 9 months is headcount, distribution and PR, 12 months is acquisitions. Timing. Perhaps the most important slide. Obamacare still exists. You can drop coverage and still get coverage despite a pre-existing condition. You couldn't drop coverage without having a penalty until the Trump tax plan, which is now in effect, so there's no longer a disincentive to drop coverage. The costs are now unbearable to employers and individuals, and they're wondering why they're paying for it. Simultaneously to all of this, the technology has now emerged where there's this doctor in your pocket. The technology hadn't existed, and now it does. It's going to become pervasive. At the same time, people are starting to become price sensitive and demand convenience. Customer service in healthcare is no longer going to rival that of the DMV. The timing of these 4 forces opens a perfect window of opportunity to catapult our organization. To join the rebels, contact Bob and join Dr. Convenient. That's our presentation, hopefully you enjoyed it, and we look forward to working with you.